what I was thinking, but that's the 10th.
And with that, it's probably the only thing on the agenda we can look at. No morning or noon too.
That would work. Well, that doesn't work for you though.
I never know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah, noon meeting would
I could
work.
try to make it. Yeah, noon, I could try to make it. I'll be for sure.
I just don't have any much this week left. Whatever the mayor, whatever you want to do. I'd be willing to make a motion to set a date, just what works to approve.
Could we just leave that open and leave it up to me? And I'll check with
We
everybody.
just need 2 days notice, so.
We would also have to post the committee meeting, so that would be
Oh,
my
that's
concern
4.
about trying to get enough time to post the committee meeting.
Well, you would still have time if you make a decision tomorrow, you know.
I think Monday, we should post that. Thursday and Monday.
Yeah, Thursday would work. Monday would work.
Conference track is Thursday.
This Thursday,
Oh.
what about the next Thursday?
Next Thursday is district.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, next Thursday.
Yeah, that's bad.
May not be here.
That's fine.
Why don't you just leave it
How
up?
about Thursday and Monday? Or okay, or leave it with mayor?
Well, but you're thinking Thursday and Monday?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll work on that.
Is the Monday one gonna be noon?
Well, whatever.
I'll visit with everybody. I mean, those here, would that work? I mean,
You probably could make it work.
I know for Deb, I would think she could.
Switch to noon work too.
I'm gone on Thursday, Randy, but
This Thursday?
yeah,
Well,
I gotta
we'll
go.
have it by, yeah,
I'll have my 2 cents in, I guess, so
that's all we need, I guess.
that's all
is
you
to
need.
get- Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we'll probably go with that, so, all righty. Thanks, guys, for coming.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. I wish we had an answer for you.
You're gonna send the notices out.
Yeah. Okay, next on the agenda, Valley Rods Car Club request, they're asking for 2 things, request to close street for Rod Run and also exemption request for sanitation charges.
Okay, thank you. Mayor, Council, I'm the designated member of the Valley Rods to make the annual request for reservation of the streets for the annual Rod Run. It's 15th Street between L&M, M Street between 15th and 17th, and 16th between L&M on Sunday, June 20th. And then on Saturday, June 19th, we're again requesting the street down at the industrial site be closed. And we're asking for an additional street or a block on M between 16th and 17th because we anticipate that the new fire building might be done by then, and we can maybe check with the fire department, maybe show that off as part of the Rod Run. And then it's our 35th anniversary. We're going to do some more advertising. We expect more entrants this year, and we could use that extra block maybe for the extra cars or for the member cars. So that's the first item, just to request that those streets be closed Sunday morning downtown and then at the industrial site on Saturday afternoon.
I'd make a motion to approve the request
For the streets?
for the streets.
All right.
I have a motion and a second to approve the request from the Valley Rods for the streets as mentioned by Greg. Any further discussion? Not, we'll have roll call.
Metzger?
Yes.
Stumple?
Yes.
Carson?
Yes.
Goldfish?
Yes.
Holmes?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, then the second item, this is not an annual request, this is the first time here. As you probably heard, the car club purchased Carl Standard, the required Carl Standard We plan to fix that up, and then we're going to use that as our meeting room. We meet 2 nights a month, and we're asking that we be exempt from having to pay the annual or the monthly trash fee for that, because we do not anticipate generating any trash. While we're cleaning it up, we plan to get a roll-off or one of the large trash bins or whatever during cleanup, but then after cleanup, it's just going to be 2 nights a month is all we're going to use. The most I could see that we would generate would be some aluminum cans, and that would be recycled.
I would make a motion to exempt them from sanitation charges.
You know,
I'll second it.
Okay, we do have a motion and a second to exempt Valley Rods from the sanitation charges for the purchase of the new building. Any further discussion?
you know, I don't think we've ever done this for anybody before that I can remember. And maybe you remember this, Greg. I think when we put this in, I think it was Daryl John said, well, I'm gonna have a bag of hair, you know, I can take that home. But we didn't exempt anybody.
Well, yeah,
I just think
but
we might-
I think that was, the actual businesses that were, conducting
Yeah.
business. But in this case, we're not doing any business down there.
No, and I understand that, but I'm just bringing this up so we're not opening a can of worms for somebody else, you know.
I don't know, is there any other,
Would it, you
I'm
know,
just trying to.
I agree.
look at
I-
someone else.
I
throw
have-
something out, what if we done could you consider it a residence? It's not business, I mean, it'd be cheaper to pay a residence than a.
You're a nonprofit.
Yeah.
Right, it's nonprofit.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
that's-
we don't.
You know, what they said they did for the museum or whatever, I know it's not open much either, just by reading what's, on.
When was that done? I mean, I guess, was that before we, at the museum? I wasn't aware that we
I
were
didn't
given
know
an
they're
exemption either. Well, there were 3
It's
listed.
been a long time, those
Right.
were just examples I gave, it's been a long time
But-
since we've had one.
The council, they came and made a request to
Yes.
the council, and the council exempted those?
Yeah.
And do you remember when that was? My memory's not the greatest, but I.
The last one that I remember was the counseling service in the bottom of the professional billing. And when, I wasn't here when we first signed a contract with J&J, it was Aaron's second time, but they went through, and part-time businesses were not charged. So we still have a few of those from.
So it was kind of a grandfathering thing. I don't
That was
remember.
with Aaron's though, way back when?
Right.
I don't remember either.
The 3 that Mary found in our records that had come before the council and asked was the museum, that part-time counseling business, and the hospital foundation. I didn't go back and check the minutes of when those were done.
I have nothing against the card club,
Oh,
but I kind of.
I don't either, but I'm just.
With
looking
Dan,
at
I
it
just
for-
don't see this as, there's gonna be a lot of people out there that, are part-time or
Mhm.
don't have, well, that
We
example
could
with
do
Gerald is kind of.
You know,
an
to say not, nonprofit or whatever too. I mean, to me, it makes a difference if you're a business sitting up there every day and going to be there and
example.
not
Do we
generating.
exempt the churches and all that from?
No?
And do we exempt the school or anyone else like that, or do we exempt anything like the hospital or other groups? I mean, what's to say they don't come
When
in
we
and
went
say
up there,
they're
I don't think they
government?
charged churches. When they set up, I think that was one of their exemptions,
Who?
churches.
And I don't.
But they're not that
know,
way
so
now.
I can't tell you for sure on that, because I didn't.
I remember they had 1 or 2 that they didn't charge. Because like for the bazaar, they come down and pick that up on whenever, and they don't charge extra for that, for the bazaar. Cause that one day they come in on Sunday afternoon and pick it up, they're down the school. I mean, what they do, you have to check with them. I know at one time, they church benefits and stuff, they didn't charge extra for them.
You know, my only fear is we're opening something up here.
Well, we're,